What is up, guys? It is Robert of Gaming with Me, and welcome to a video talking about capture cards. And you may be like, why, man? Why are we talking about capture cards? Honestly, I think it's a very big part of the industry that we don't really talk about too often. Like, we just kind of take it for granted. Anytime you look up anything about capture cards, it's always about what's the best one to pick up, the cheapest one, the most expensive, the best ones, all that is just recommendations of what capture card to pick up. That's not what this video is about. This is generally about talking about, I feel like, the impact that they've given the gaming industry and honestly, someone like myself, like my life as a whole, to be honest. But before I get too into that, have you seen this chart? Look at all these people that are watching and are not subscribed. Go click that subscribe button. What are you doing? Anyway, it all started in the year, for me personally, 2010, I want to say. Now, I don't know when. I think I probably got my capture card probably 2011, 2012, one of those years. I was either 12, 13 years old. I asked that for probably Christmas or my birthday. I don't know which one. And I got the HD PVR. If I'm saying that right, if I'm correct, I think that's what it was. Man, what a setup that one was. So that wasn't just, nowadays you get something like this, which I have with me right here, is the Elgato Capture Card HD, which is technically outdated by today. But you just put your HDMI, you got your USB, and then your HDMI to the console, and that's it. So you just got HDMI TV, HDMI to console, one going to the PC. Let's record. But instead, now, before then, for HD PVR at least, you had a lot, man. I remember like multiple cables. I remember, component cables you had? You had a bunch of like legit, I think it was like 6-7 cables going on. And so it was definitely a lot more to kind of deal with. But it did the job. It recorded some gameplay that I did, like of Minecraft and stuff, on the 360. Then I moved on in 2012 or 2013. No, it would have been, I think it was 2012. That's probably when I did it, and that's when I got the Elgato Game Capture HD. And if you didn't know, it is the year 2022. 10 years later, this bad boy still fucking works. I have not upgraded at all. This thing is a champ, man. This thing is a quality ass product. And you may be thinking, all right, well, what does this have to do with anything? Why are we talking about this? Relax, let me get to it. To me, capture cards are just, they literally changed the gaming industry, right? To me, like, it's not even like it's one of the things we just kind of overlook. You're capturing footage of games, of video games, and now you could do literally anything with that footage. You know what I'm saying? I used to, for me, I would record gameplay with a camera, on the side, on Raving Rabbit 203, my old channel, and it was of like Halo Reach and stuff, and Call of Duty Black Ops 1. But once you got a capture card and you're actually able to get, footage directly from your console, it's such a night and day difference. It's like, oh my god, this is huge. This is game changing. Capture card stuff like that, I'm sure, I don't know how they used to do it before for like trailers and for reviews, but capture card was a very niche product, but now it's to the point where everyone wants to stream on Twitch and everyone wants to record gameplay. It's literally a major product. It's a major industry. It's a new industry now, essentially, and it's actually incredible how in the past decade it's completely changed. You know what I mean? Like, literally in 10 years, the supply and demand for capture cards have just gone up dramatically. And now capture cards, they get introduced within the consoles themselves. Now ever since the Xbox One and PS4, really, that's when they really started getting into it. Is now, you can stream directly from your console. You could capture footage directly from your console. Now you can edit footage directly from your console. It was something that even developers took notice that, oh my god, a lot of people pay for these capture cards. We could do it with ourselves, and we could actually have it where, make it an easy way to capture footage. Let's put it on the console themselves. It's actually incredible what a decade could do to something. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't personally really use the video for PlayStation and Xbox and Switch just for the simple fact that it's not as good as a capture card. You know, it's good in terms of the quality is better than my capture card, like on a PS5 and Xbox Series X. It could record 4K, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's stuck to that console. And if you know me, I play so many things, you know, so I go and I have a bunch of consoles that I want to record for. It's not just the PS5 and the Series X. And even then you got to transfer to, I don't know how you exactly do that, but you know, it's nice and easy to have it just strictly on your PC, and then I could just edit the footage. It's right there in front of me, you know, I have it all there. The only time I'll record something is maybe if I miss something. I could always record something, go back, and then record it from my Elgato or something, you know. This stuff, I've done that before with like Final Fantasy 15. I remember doing some stuff like, oh, that was really cool, but I wasn't recording, so let me just record that real quick, which is, again, it's such a crazy thing that there wasn't a thing before. But now companies, you know, they literally, every console's installed with some type of capture device, capture program, so you could capture content. It's incredible. And it's literally created jobs, man. Capture cards have literally created jobs, from YouTubers to streamers to people making these actual capture cards, creating entire companies built around that. It's insane. That's what I mean by, like, it created a whole industry. It created a whole new movement that just did not exist before these capture cards. Because, yeah, I mean, how many of these game developers thought, oh yeah, a lot of people want to record my game? You know what I mean? Like, back in 2004 and stuff, a lot of people wouldn't really think about that. But you start to hit YouTube era, and then, 2007 to now, more and more people wanted to get into the gaming content, and perfect ways to capture content directly from that console. I know I keep saying it's crazy, but it's such a shift. Like I said, within a decade, there's a lot of things that happen within a decade, and this is one of the things, you know, that blew up. For PC, you had like Fraps, which was always a thing that I remember I used a little bit. But then you go to like the Xbox Game Bar, you know, now they have an actual thing dedicated to just recording that you could do very easily. And yeah, that's how I record PC footage. I don't use my Elgato. I just actually use the in-game, literally on my PC. I could just go real quickly, just press Control R or whatever, and it starts recording my screen for games. Like, it's big. It's really big. And these products generally changed who I am and what I wanted to do in the future. And that's just the all-out truth. Without this, man, I don't know where I'd be in my life. And this is no joke. Like, without this device, I don't know where I'd be in my life. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Because these past decade, I've loved creating content. Yeah, I don't make money off of it. Tears sad. It's not my job, but it's such a big passion of mine that I would love to maybe, hopefully, one day do something like that in the future. If this did eventually made money, yeah, I would love that, obviously. But in terms of just what I love to do, writing scripts and actually recording and editing videos and essentially directing my own content, I could do that with this. So I could create my love for games with my love for a film, and you could create entire things, entire episodes, entire series, back at a backlog, stuff like that, using these devices, man. And it doesn't matter the era. I don't have to be, you know, stuck to any platform. I could record on anything, you know, and it's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. And it's just something I really wanted to just show appreciation to. I want to thank, you know, all those companies that were like, damn, people really want to do this. Let's make something out of this. You know, and it's crazy the amount of people that worked on it and the amount of lives that these capture cards have changed. It's a lot. The industry, the world as a whole would be completely different without capture cards. And that's honestly a fucking fact. Video games as a whole, video games in general would also be different. You know, YouTube has spread the infectious love of video games through these capture cards. It's absolutely insane. When you sit and you think about it, you're like, damn, these little devices that used to be really big, these little devices changed the world. They changed the world as we know it. It's incredible. That is incredible. Gotta show appreciation. Because without this, man, there probably wouldn't be no PS5 recording or Xbox Series X recording or Switch recording. You know, it's because of that, it was the stepping stone into that. Now with the easy accessibility of really clean quality footage, a lot of people are able to stream and record footage, and it's great. The more people, the better. You know, to just experiment. I will always stick with my capture cards though, because it's just a bit more personal. There's a lot more to do with it. There's a lot more of the nitty gritty in terms of stuff. But I do need to upgrade. I know I talk about this has been a decade, but I do need to upgrade because yeah, not as many people maybe watch 4K and stuff, but and I don't admittedly record a lot of 4K footage because I'm playing GTA San Andreas on the original Xbox. Like, it doesn't really quite need 4K or even 60 frames. The game doesn't run in that, so that's why. Still, there are plenty of games that I will play in the future that would be nicer to have it in 4K and in 60, or 1080 and in 60, whatever. So I'll probably upgrade a little sooner rather than later, maybe sometime early next year. I don't know, but this man has helped me out through so many times, man. So many times, it's incredible. There used to be, like, for the PS3. Actually, I think the PS4 also has that too. You have to turn it off. Yeah, the HDCP. Oh my god, that's right. I totally forgot. Now I'm just remembering. When the PS4 first launched, you weren't able to record footage. You probably had to like hack it and mod it or something. But they had a HDCP, which didn't allow like recording essentially. And the way they had it around, you had to use, I believe, this for the PS3. This little AV in. I believe that's what I used to record PS3 footage. I kind of forgot. Last time I recorded PS3 footage. No, it must have been because I did I've recorded like 4 PS3 games so far, I think. Back of the backlog, I think. But yeah, you use that. It's a little bit more steps. It's a little bit more complicated. It's sometimes not like super complicated, but it's a little bit of pain in the ass to be like, come on, man, come on, Sony. And then that was the same thing with the PS4. You had to actually you would either get a splitter or something, I believe. But then you had to they eventually did an update to remove, or the option to remove it, so you didn't record like Blu-rays and stuff. But yeah, it's huge, man. It's huge. They needed to think about that. Sony had to make a patch to remove it because they knew that's how big streaming and recording was back in 2013. Probably, I think it released in 2014, the patch, but that's crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about capture cards and the impact on the industry and myself as a whole, man. These things, they're great. They're great. They evolve so much, and there's always new ones coming out that do even better and perform even better. It's incredible. It's a whole industry. It's changed so many lives. It's changed the world as a whole. And I want to give some respect to that goddamn amazing ass thing. Look at this, man. This was sleek as hell for 2012. This was sleek as hell, and it still is sleek. It looks brand new, man. I take care of my shit, you know what I'm saying? I take care of my shit. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Do you have a capture card of your own? Were you ever planning on picking one up? Are you not going to pick one up anymore because the consoles already have it? And to be fair, like I said, if you don't do like edited content like how I do it, you could probably just stick with the consoles and it'd be fine. If you're just trying to get some quick footage, or something specific like that. But for what I do, it doesn't make sense to use the actual console footage. It just doesn't. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Thank you, capture card. Thank you. Peace. She randomly found somebody. I guess it's safe to say that I fucking lost probably. My fault for not speaking them sooner. Feeling damn looser. When it comes to this, I'm just always the goddamn loser.